Hear, O Lord, and answer me, for I am poor and needy. Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I call to you all day long. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Listen to my cries for mercy. In the day of my trouble, I will call to you, for you will answer me.
Generation looking for God, for such a time as this. I was placed upon the earth to hear the voice of God and do His will, whatever it is.
About 18 years ago, I found myself pregnant and without a lot of family support, and didn't really know what to do, but all of the voices in my world were telling me that I should have an abortion and just move on with life, and I was emotionally too disturbed to fight that and went ahead and did what everyone was telling me to do. After an abortion, no one ever speaks of it again, and if you do, then you're looked down upon. Well, if abortion is okay, then how come it's not okay to talk about it? And that just, if you can't talk about it, you're hiding a secret. If you're hiding it, then there's shame. As long as you have shame, you can't forgive yourself. I came to Choices of the Heart after many years of regretting my decision and having people in my life who had used that decision to hurt me, and having broken down one night with a group of friends and finally coming up with my darkest secret. One of my friends researched and found Choices of the Heart for me. The treatment I received at Choices of the Heart was loving and caring and compassionate. Choices of the Heart gave me a place to come and grieve the loss, to really begin to understand God's grace and mercy and forgiveness, and to start learning how to forgive myself, and to know that my child is safe in heaven.
For such a time as this, I was placed upon the earth to hear the voice.
I went through the yellow pages in the Camden County phone book, and I found Choices of the Heart, and I figured I'd educate myself on my options, whether if I should go through with having an abortion or if I should keep the baby, whatever my options would be. And I actually had a miscarriage the night before I came in, so they sent me to an emergency ultrasound over at Dr. Manis's office. He said he saw a heartbeat, so I really didn't know what to do from that point on, because I knew I had a miscarriage. I experienced one in the past. Turns out I had two. I had twins. But here I am still left with a decision, and I kept coming in and talking to Amy, and she gave me pamphlets and booklets on information on, what choices you have and the effects of abortion if you were to go through with it, and mental, physical, and emotional side effects of abortion, because I wasn't really sure what I should do. And I actually did have an appointment scheduled at a clinic in Cherry Hill, which I went to. The whole atmosphere, even outside the building, was just gloom and just bad stuff, just death and everything. I felt honestly ashamed to be there, and I'm even getting filled up now from it. But didn't go through with it. And from that point on, the minute I left that building, I knew that I'd love this baby with all my heart, and that was the right choice to make.
For such a time as this, I was placed upon the earth to hear.
Using the ultrasound has made a major difference in our ministry here. When the girls came in before, we always shared with them, if they were 8 weeks far along, we would share with them fetal development, and we would show them a picture in a brochure. But now we're talking about a live image of not just a baby, but their baby that they're looking at. And if they come in towards the end of their first trimester, we can see a picture on the screen of a baby who is moving, a baby who is sometimes putting their hand up like this and looks like they're waving high, a baby who is sucking their thumb and is kicking and is turning, and that's a major difference. And now they can bond with a baby that is their baby, not just a baby in a picture. And sometimes they're just awestruck They don't feel that baby move yet, but when they see that image on the screen, they are amazed. And I have just felt that this is a sacred experience because we are looking at creation as God is creating this baby. And we do all our ultrasounds with the girls able to see the screen the whole time that we are doing the imaging. So they are watching with us. And even if they come in very early on, as early as we're allowed to do the ultrasounds, we may not see that kind of detail, but we still see a heartbeat. And we still can point to the screen and say, look, this is your baby's heart beating. And we can do a tracing and an M mode, and we can say, your baby's heart is beating at 142 beats a minute. And that's really powerful. And they have an ability to connect. You can see tears well up at times. And sometimes it's the boyfriend or the mom, the family member who is overwhelmed. But it's a very powerful impact on them. And many times they say, I could not harm my baby.
For such a time as this, I was placed upon the earth.
You know, everybody here has just been kind of like another branch of a family to me, with talking to me and guiding me in the right direction, and resources for help being a single mom, for childcare and clothing. They had a parenting class here, which I took, and as a reward for taking the parenting class, you get a crib and a car seat, which has helped me out dramatically. And that's what brings me here to wait for the arrival of my baby girl.
All I have is now, to be faithful, to be holy, and to shine, lighting up the darkness right now. I really have no choice but to voice the truth to the nations, a generation looking for God. For such a time as this, I was placed upon the earth to hear the voice of God and do His will, whatever it is. For such a time as this, for now and all the days He gives, I am here, and I am His. For such a time as this.
What I would want people to know about Choices of the Heart is that it's a very compassionate place. Everybody's very understanding. You're not judged. They inform you with pretty much any information that you need or could need, and they're there to help you and take you in the right direction.
Everybody else's sky, right here for this time and place. You can live a mirror of His mercy, a forgiven image of grace. For such a time as this, I was placed upon the earth to hear the voice of God and do His will, whatever it is. For such a time as this, for now and all the days He gives, I am here, and I am His. For such a time as